General Hospital spoilers Brennan vs. Valentine, or the story behind GH's Will Courtland reference. And Adrian Anchondo reveals why playing GH's Marco is so important. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Two powerful men are gunning for each other in today's General Hospital spoilers, but who will come out on top? Nina tries to change Willow's mind, Drew and Tracy butt heads again, Brennan vows to protect Carly, Valentine tries to warn Laura, and Sunny takes a side with the intention of ending this war once and if Nina has been on Willow's side throughout her breakup with Michael but now doesn't think that Drew is the right man for her daughter. Of course, convincing her of that is going to be an uphill battle because Willow can see no wrong where her new beau is concerned. I think you should reconsider moving in with Drew, Nina suggests. Good luck with that one. Drew continues his attack on the Quartermaines, specifically focusing his ire on Tracy, but she is one person who will always give as good as she gets. If you match wits with me, she taunts, I'll win every time. Or all in the hospital recovering from polonium poisoning, Carly reaches out to take Jack's hand as he moves to leave her room. Where are you going? She asks. Looking down at her with a grim expression, he replies, to make sure this never happens again. Valentine poisoned the champagne that put Carly in the hospital, but it's Brennan who he really wants to take out of the picture. You've got to know who and what you're up against, he informs Laura. But will she side with the Cassadine or the WBS head? Sunny may have let Valentine go after catching him breaking into his old home, but it's clear he's not done with the guy yet. Especially after learning that he was responsible for nearly killing Carly. Make sure Brennan finishes the job, he tells Jason at the hospital. The story behind GH's Will Courtland reference. Eagle-eyed ABC daytime fans noticed a fun little nod to All My Children in the March 17th episode of General Hospital when Valentine broke into his old home to retrieve a lockbox full of secret documents including a passport for none other than Will Courtland. Stewart actually began his acting career as a child playing Dr. Z in the primetime sci-fi series Galactica 1980, but made his daytime debut in 1989 taking over the role of Will Courtland on AMC from Lonnie Quinn. Will Cooney moved to Pine Valley with his sister Dixie and took the name of his uncle Palmer Courtland. But Will had a dark side and after becoming estranged from his uncle, plied Haley with alcohol in the hopes of using her to take over Erica's company. He also raped Gloria, blackmailed Craig, and tried to extort Adam and Palmer. When Haley refused to consummate their marriage, Will flew into a rage, but before he could do anything, Janet killed him with a crowbar. I was Will Courtland on MC as a young man, Stewart shared on Twitter/X. Getting killed off at arguably the apex of his popularity was a real gut check, but I wouldn't change it. Who you are and what you do when you're not getting what you want. That's character and it will set your destiny. The ABC soaps have always been established as taking place in the same shared universe with characters crossing between GH, AMC, and One Life to Live. Guy Chandler Quartermaine, who will romanced back on AMC, was also on OLTL and a main character on GH for many years. Anna and Alex Devane have appeared on both GH and AMC, and in 2023, Jackson Montgomery traveled from Pine Valley to Port Charles for a visit. Of course, this means that Will Courtland and Valentine Cassadine are two separate people, but look very much alike, for obvious reasons. So it seems like Will's is the perfect identity for Valentine to steal for a fake passport, especially since a dead man can't complain. Did you recognize the name on Valentine's passport at the end of the episode? Share your thoughts about the AMC reference in the comments below and stay tuned to see what Valentine does next. And Adrian Anchondo reveals why playing GH's Marco is so important. Landing a contract role at General Hospital has been a professional and personal high for newcomer Adrian Anchondo Marco, as he explained in a touching social media post. What do you do? It's the dreaded questions so many artists get in Los Angeles that would bring me a rush of anxiety and shame, he admitted. I'd hesitantly answer, I'm an actor, and then feel the need to list all my other accomplishments/jobs/school to make up for what I thought was lacking. According to IMDb, Anchondo's first credit was playing the role of Moss in the 2009 drama A Lower Power. Then, after a 5-year gap, the actor's resume lists numerous short films and one-off guest spots dating back to 2014. Before making his GH debut last week, As Natalia's son and a potential new love interest for Lucas, Enchando's longest gig to date had been a 4-episode arc on the BET police procedural Rebel in 2017. I've been back in LA for 11 years following my dream. This business is tough, aging is tough, rejection is tough, but I've been through a lot tougher in life, he continued. I am proud of who I've become, what I've accomplished, and how I've treated the people around me. The openly gay actor is excited to be playing a gay character on GH, as he used to watch the soap with his late mother, who passed away when he was 28. When I was a kid, my mother used to do her makeup on the couch looking into her compact instead of the bathroom mirror because she didn't want to miss her stories, he continued. I would play with her hair and watch soaps like The Young and The Restless, As the World Turns, and General Hospital with her. I remember being intrigued by the shirtless men and not knowing what that meant yet, he. That same handheld mirror was Enchando's good luck charm during the auditioning process for his new job. So many years later, I brought my mother's compact with me, the only thing I have left of her after her death, into my screen test and whispered, "This is for you," he continued. Now I get to play a gay role on General Hospital for the next few years, and I can finally, without any hesitation and with total confidence, answer back to people, I'm an actor.